Therapy Army. Let's be having you. Big up Therapy Army. Even a slight summer cold's not stopping us from going live tonight. Big up to all of you. Big up Jarvis. Jump on when you want, when you can. Big up to you. Big up Danny B. Love King. I hope you're well. Yeah, jump on, people. Jump on. Let's go, people. Let's go. We've got lots of things to discuss tonight. Yeah, we're going to be previewing England versus Denmark game. We're going to be talking about all of the... Yeah, man, big up, young man, big up. Where is the north side, bro? Big up, man. Big up to you, mister. Big up to everybody, man. Listen, we're going to be talking about... We're going to be doing an England-Denmark preview. Hopefully, Jarvis will jump on representing Scandinavia. We're then also going to talk about all of the links, link to Manchester United, all the transfers. We're going to talk about Jonathan Seski. We're going to talk about, Todibo. We're going to talk about Braithwaite. We're going to talk about a Gay. We're going to discuss what the best options for Manchester United are in this transfer window. For love and light, people, please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And big up to the Therapy Army. Congratulations to the Therapy Army for the 10K. It's not for me, it's us, bro. It's all of us. Here we shout for human rights. Here we shout for the rights of humans not to be genocided or not to be murdered. Big up, Rajat. Love. Mr. someone said Northside would be your stream on Rats Watch Along. He's an Arsenal fan who does shows with rants. Nah, I'm not seeing him, bro. I'm not seeing him, but big up to him, though. Love to him. GT overhyped. Not very good. Yeah. That's what you thinking it. Big up to you, though, bro. But yeah, England, Denmark, obviously the first game. Big up Scotland, by the way. We just watched the Scotland game. Played with a lot of heart tonight, Scotland. And McTominay was unlucky not to get his second goal, man. He volleyed it, and it literally fell to... It hit his own player's head. How unlucky is that? But you know what? What a warrior he is, man. You got to give it Scott McTominay for Scotland, an absolute warrior. But yeah, we're looking forward to tomorrow, England. Obviously, we saw the game. We saw all of the criticism. We saw what happened. And it's going to be a very interesting game tomorrow for me. Very, very interesting. Going to look to head-to-head games. You know what I mean? That's what we're going to be looking at. Where England and Denmark, where they've sat, where we've been, the form guide. And then we're going to talk about everybody. You know what I mean? It's that season, innit? Manchester United are buying everybody. So, yeah, it's one of those crazy seasons. But it is what it is, people. Yeah, man, big up to you. Yeah, big up to you, man. Yeah, man, big up. Listen, it's the community, man. Genuinely, it's not just me, man. It's the community. It's Jarvis. It's Mundo. It's Bumbaye. It's Eski. It's Sean. And everybody else who's been on this channel. So just smash a like on the video, people. Let's go. Let's do the smash. Let's smash that likes on the channel, man. Let's go, people. Let's do it. But yeah, England for me, first half I thought they were brilliant. I thought what they did, camped Serbia in, controlled the game completely. I think they should have made more chances with the possession they had. But second half, it's like tables were turned. All of a sudden, Serbia start to press. Serbia start to get in England players' faces. Everybody steps back. They keep sinking back and back and back till it became a low block. So, yeah, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about that. Can Gareth Southgate look at a game and when England lose control of that game, can he, with that incredible talent that he has on the bench, can he make the right changes to wrestle the control away from the other team? Can he do that? Would he do that? So we're gonna be talking about stuff like that. I'm just waiting for Jarvis to jump on. But yeah, what do you think of the England's the criticism of England's second half performance against Serbia. Yeah, man, big up to you, Lali, man. Big up Lahili. Big up Rashid. What do you guys think? Nuruddin, your content's absolutely raw and real. Keep the good work, brother. Love from New Zealand. Yo, big up, man. Sunday, you know, we keep it 100 on this channel, bro. Yeah, big up, Jarvis. Take your time. No rush. Big up to you. Really appreciate you, man. Love and light to all the way the other side of the round the world. What time is it in New Zealand now, Sunday? Let us know what time is it around there. Is it morning? Is it morning by now? It must be morning by now. It must be around 11 o'clock morning by now. It must be. Or maybe 9 o'clock or whatever time it is. But big up to you, man. Love and light. Yo, we keep it raw. We keep it real, man. This is it. This is the podcast, isn't it? It's red. It's raw. You know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? It's real. It's raw and it's red, bro. That's how we call it. Raw. You know what I mean? Real, raw, red pod. This is what it is. Big up to you. Yeah, big up to Alani as well. To Alumba. To Alumba. Yeah, big up to Alumba, not to Alani. To Alumba. I've got a slight cold. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but we're still, you know, we're doing this. It's been a long day. See, I've had a bit of a sun. Sun's finally out in Manchester, people. I know, towards the end of June. But the sun's out right now, people. Yeah. But let's have a look. Let's have a look what people are saying about this England game. Let's preview the game, man. England will qualify for the last 16 of Euro 2024 with a game to spare if they defeat Denmark on Thursday. But will manager Gareth Southgate make changes in Frankfurt? Kobe Manu has declared himself always ready to play for the three lions, and some pundits believe the teenager could start for Group C match, which will be live, obviously, on Thursday. England defeated Serbia 1-0, their opening game. There are still question marks about Trent Alexander-Arnold, former England midfielder Frank Lampard told the BBC. I'm a massive fan, but to come at this level and play there when there are so many different elements of the game to understand, it's difficult. I would like to see Kobe Menu getting him in. Some kids come along, just settle into the team. Yeah. And Rooney's also talking about Menu, saying, you know what I mean? Like, he would like to see Menu play. You know what I mean? So it's one of them. Luke Shaw is hoping to be involved in the Denmark, who opened their campaign with 1-0 draw against Slovenia. The left back's not played with a competitive. Big up Jarvis. With a competitive. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, he's saying that Luke Shaw's not played and you know, played competitive football since 18th of February because of the leg injury he had. However, Shaw missed training with the rest of the group on Wednesday. Southgate later confirmed Manchester United player would not be involved. Phil Foden, meanwhile, struggled to make the impact on the left-hand side midfield against Serbia. Will Southgate move the 2023-24 Premier League Player of the Season more centrally to preserve him on the left? I would go back to the team which I thought would have started against Serbia. Former England captain Alan Shearer told the BBC. Playing Anthony Gordon on the left, and I perhaps played Jude Bellingham alongside Declan Rice and played Phil Foden in the 10. I mean, these are a lot of the things to get through, people. But yeah, we got a Scandinavian representation here. Tell us a little about Denmark. But that's where England are at. Let me just get this super chat. Big up to Ben. Big up, King. Hope you're well. Bless. Free Palestine, free Ireland. Any updates or plans for the calling show soon? 100%. As soon as the Euro's over, we're going to be doing calling shows. I might even do one maybe next week, not this week, the week after, for basically just to gather where we're talking about transfer, what players, what type of profile players that some of the fans want to want to see a Manchester United. So big up to you. Appreciate Super Chat, Ben, and sending you love, King. Big up. Many pennies about Jarvis in the house. There we go. Denmark will want to revenge for losing the semi-final the last time teams met. Yeah, 100%. That was last. Was it last Euro? Yeah. Last Euro. Yeah. So, but yeah, England, they've got a lot of problems to solve. Who's going to play in midfield? Is Foden still going to be playing on the right? On the left? Sorry. You know what I mean? Is Trent going to start in midfield? Is he gonna make the changes that's needed to change the game if the goal goes to Denmark's way? Can he make the effective substitutions? It was funny, Jarvis, just the lack of self-preservation from Erik ten Hag, criticizing Southgate and not realizing Manchester United played a similar way majority of this season. How many games did we just sit back after we scored and then waiting for the opposition to take control of the game and score? It's crazy. But big up to my brother Neji in the chat. It's Sunshine FC. Sunshine, are you free? Do you want to jump on? Let me know if you want to jump on. I'd love to hear more about your Ronaldo loving Portugal last night. Please let me know in the chat. But big up to Sunshine. Make sure you check out Sunshine FC across all social media. She does fantastic content. Big up to you. Let me know if you I'll send you the link. If you're free, I'd love to hear a perspective from you for England. But big up to everybody. Jarvis, first of all, congratulations. Obviously, you're one of the most important people in this community. We've reached 10K. It's been a long time coming. Yeah. We did it the other day. We did it on Monday. So as a community, so big up. You're one of the most.
Finally.
Yeah. Even though we're shadow banned, I think it's brilliant. We reached 10K even though we're shadow banned, and people are not getting the notifications or anything like that. So big up to you, man, and congratulations to you and everybody who contributes to this channel.
Congratulations to yourself, Nuruddin. You have been grafting on this channel for how many years?
I think maybe 2 years, 3 years, 2.5 years, I think it is.
Yeah. Well, it's hard work, but finally 10,000 subscribers. That's amazing. And I have to congratulate the community, everybody. The same people coming back here time after time, watching, coming in with their comments. That's fantastic. Exactly. So guys, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep spreading the good word, because we just talk pure football, no bias, nothing. We just try as good as we can.
100%. 100% big up. How you been doing, Jarvis? Let's catch up first of all. How's life? How's the sunshine in northern Norway? How's the family?
Good. Very good. It's been actually raining today, first day in a long time, but it's good now because it's so super dry outside. We have had then a fantastic May and June, I would say. So it's not too bad. I'm happy. But I heard you have the weather is nice in Manchester also now today. It's better. Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry, the weather was a bit nice today. It was one of the best days today, the weather.
Yeah.
Big up to everybody, man. Yeah, man. Big up to everybody. Big up to you, Ben, as well, Alison. Keep spreading the love, guys. Yeah, we always do. This is the love channel, man. We tell truth. We talk about liberation. We talk about freedom. We talk about standing in solidarity. That's what we talk about on this channel.
Yeah.
And that's why we're shadow banned. But big up Sunshine FC says I'm at work, but still listening up. Big up to you. Not impressed with Portugal at all. Yeah. I thought exactly the same, Marty, the same Southgate. Neto should have been on earlier. Silva should have been taken off. 100%. Diego Dalot should have been taken off earlier. You should have changed it. You should have made substitutions 65 minutes for me and bought those players that made the impact. I mean, Neto still made massive. The two guys, Conceição, Neto still did the business. But to be fair, Czech were very defensive and they're very difficult to play against, to be fair. Yeah. They make it really difficult. But
what's your thoughts on Ronaldo? I think he was
sharp. I thought, honestly, I was shocked. I was shocked of his movement and sharpness, actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he looked really sharp.
Yeah, I agree. Really but I agree with you, your assessment. And Bernardo Silva, what a disappointment he looked. What happened to him? He was so good, but now he's just a shadow of himself.
Now, 100%. Yeah, Germany on form in Germany is worrying. Yeah, 100% Penny. They look like, yeah, they look like the most convincing at the moment. But come on, who they come up against, innit? Let's see the real test. There's going to be more real tests. Yeah, he started 3 at the back. Yeah, I found that on wing backs. They weren't causing that many threat. To me, I would have changed to 4 and brought in an extra attacker. I would have done that if Martinez. I was quite surprised at that. It was quite negative. Yeah, man. Big up, Philip. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like. Let people know about this beautiful community. We talk about justice. We talk about liberation. We talk about freedom. We talk about standing in solidarity with oppressed people. But here is raw. It is raw opinion. It ain't for the faint-hearted. You know what I mean? It's not for the faint-hearted. So turn up here. You get nobody sits on the fence here. There is absolutely no fence sitters. We don't, you know what I mean? We're not IKEA, man. No IKEA business here. We don't make fences here. You know what I mean? This is what we do. But big up to you, though. Big up. Ronaldo didn't look too bad. Just think they're trying to force at him too much. 100%. That's the only thing. They should play their natural game. 100%, Sunshine. That's a fantastic analysis. I felt like every time they picked up the ball, they were looking for him. And I think they have to play their own game, 100%. Yeah. Peppernomics is better. What happened to Silva? Brilliant, Peppernomics. The tax in it is being taxed by Pep Guardiola. No, they do. To be fair, no, they do. They got Jota. Big up, be safe though. They got Jota, to be fair, and he's a fantastic player. I mean, he for me, for his size, is one of the best headers of the ball. He's fantastic header of the ball. But anyway, let's move into the preview. Talk to me about Denmark. Obviously, the only Scandinavian team to have qualified for the Euros this time. Did Sweden go last year? Yeah, was Sweden there last year? Sorry, a couple of years ago.
Sweden is usually in the tournaments, but not this time. Norway, not as expected as usual. But Denmark is the Scandinavian representative at the moment, and Denmark have high hopes. His coach Kasper Hjulmand, the manager, came out and said they are aiming to win the tournament. Actually, it sounds crazy, but they have a great self-belief and confidence in Denmark, in this team, and they have done it before in '92, and they still believe to win it. But 1-1 in the last game against the weakest team of the group. Denmark is not happy, and the manager has been under a lot of pressure in the Danish newspapers. They give him criticism for subbing too late, not changing up the game, and actually they are suffering with the same disease that Man United have been this season. They are gassing out. And I saw the 2 friendly games right before the Euros. They played both against Norway and Sweden. They dominated the first half, and in the second half, they totally gassed out. Against Norway, Denmark won the game. I think they won 2-1, but Norway were the better team after the second half. So I don't know what we can expect tomorrow, but I think England has to be prepared. They have to come out straight away, because unless Denmark will come high and press them high and try to dominate the game, and knowing Southgate, he will probably accept it and just put back in his five defense formation and just let Denmark press. So we will see if Højlund has his day and is effective. He can hurt England tomorrow, I believe. What do you think, Nordin?
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it in more than different ways. I might be I think I'm going to be working, so it's at 5 o'clock in it. So I try to catch here a bit of there, and then we'll do the match reaction tomorrow if you're available, Jarvis. Just to say, big up to Lilas. Lilas says, Dora, I'm happy because my Albania plays well, I hear, and my mum was jumping when Turkey win. I'm in the mix. For the God's sake, big up to Albania. To me, I've really liked watching Albania. To me, the best game of the tournament was yesterday. It was Turkey versus Georgia. Both of them left everything on that pitch. And even tonight, Scotland, Scotland and Switzerland gave it good as each other. So really some fantastic games. I think it's one of the best Euros. I really think this is so far, touch wood. I hope it continues. But yeah, definitely, I agree with you that I've been doing a bit of research, and Denmark actually start quite fast, and they try to get on the front foot. They press really high. They go halfway line kind of football. They try to squeeze the game. They try to pick up Ericsson. But what a fantastic, by the way. I was almost emotional when he scored the other day. I was really emotional for him because I remember how emotional I was, Jarvis, because that day I actually thought he was gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was in bits, honestly. Because for me, it happened to me before when I was watching a live game in a Le Tournoi before 98 World Cup. I think it was Cameroon, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Colombia. Mark Vivian Forway, he used to play for Man City. He was playing, he collapsed, they took him, and then later on we learned that he died. So, you know what I mean? It was some, you know what I mean? So it was what it was. But it's really interestingly, lads, that I know now that Croatia have to beat Italy to go through. That's why they were so disappointed. But yeah, Jarvis, in terms of Denmark, Ericsson in the pockets, really interesting in the way they played.
Yeah, but Nordin, we have been speaking about this for a long time. Ericsson, the only position he can play is as the number 10. It's not rocket science. We have been saying this for at least 12 months. Ericsson, much better in the 10. He's not the number 6. He's not the number 8. He don't have the legs to track back. He don't have the physicality. He's not the tackler. He's not good at winning the ball. He can intercept the ball because he reads the game, and his passing is very good, and it's vision of the game. So for me, I think Ericsson is very good if you can utilize him in the number 10, but not a chance when you're at Man United, because that's Bruno's position. So there's no room for Ericsson as I see it at the moment. But in Denmark, when he plays, he always plays fantastic. He's their maestro, always their number one, playing. Everything goes through Ericsson, and they usually play in a 3-4-1-2 formation with wingbacks, but it's very high wingbacks, almost operating as wingers. They have Højbjerg and Hjulman patrolling behind Ericsson. And of course, they have Højlund, who's an incredible player. But they also had good center backs. Anderson, we all know him from Crystal Palace, and Christensen at the Barcelona, and Westgard. I think he's in Leicester now. I'm not quite sure. And they still have this Kasper Schmeichel. We all know him. Plays at Anderlecht, 37 years old, but he looks good still. Still has a good repertoire as a goalkeeper, and he's a very experienced goalkeeper. So Denmark has a good team. I wouldn't underestimate them at all. I think England will be up for a tough game tomorrow. But I have to be fair to England. Denmark hasn't looked good the last 3 games I've watched them play. So there's a chance.
Yeah, to be fair, you know what? Look, I can understand the warm-up games. Denmark teams not looking, because players don't try really hard because they think they're getting injured. Some of them feel like they're going to get injured before the tournament. So I can understand that there's a bit of a drop in performance. And in terms of the intensity, I think it was similar with England. Iceland beat England. You know what I mean? So
yeah. That's a fair point. I get it.
So sometimes players are so scared of getting injured before a big tournament. So I kind of understand that a little bit, but I think it's going to be very interesting tomorrow. I mean, Yusuf, what's his name? Yusuf, the striker, the veteran striker. He came on in the second half. I don't know if he start, but he looks really mobile when he plays, sometimes out wide, and when it's Rasmussen's in the middle. Because he used to be the main guy in the middle, didn't he? They used to play through the middle. So it's going to be...
Josef Olsen? No.
Yeah, Josef Olsen, yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see what type of tactics they play tomorrow, Denmark. But I think the way they're set up, I genuinely do think they would go for it. They're gonna try to go for it. But if anything is by what we said, they tired, and somehow Slovenia got into the game, and when they scored the momentum of that goal, then the game became 50-50, where the first half they were super dominant, weren't they? Denmark.
Yeah, they were. They were in the first half. But the striker I would look at tomorrow is actually they have another striker who's called Jonas Wind, and he plays in the Bundesliga, attacking midfielder, center forward. He plays for Wolfsburg, 25 years of age, and he scored. I think he scored 12 goals this season in the Bundesliga. That's decent. But he usually had a good output for the Danish team. So, and he played a good game against Slovenia too. So. Maybe he will be the one who will punish England tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. I thought Højlund made the right moves. I don't think. I mean, he was trending, and you know what? Some of our rivals, what they think. You know what, they were trying to make fun of him. But I actually thought he made the right movements. I actually thought he held the ball up really well, made the right movements, but they just couldn't find him. You know what I mean? He's
we usually we are used to see Denmark in the 4-3-3 with the high wingers coming to the byline cross, but they don't play like that anymore. They play with the wing backs, so he don't get the support as he used to a couple of years ago, and
and they play more in the hole as well, trying to find players to come to the hole and play through the middle and prod and try to entice teams out. I even seen that at times they would try to play the ball in their own half to try to entice the team out sometimes. But yeah, I think from crossing, I think he would be. I mean, but I thought Eriksen was brilliant, honestly. Not just because of the goal, but I thought he played brilliant. We're gonna come to Manchester United in a minute. But
the question when it comes to Eriksen, do you think his time at Man United is over? Is there any chance that he can stay?
I personally only would play him as a number 10.
Yeah, but there's we don't have room for them.
I would rest Bruno and play him as a number 10. I actually prefer, technically, he's more ball security. He's better than Bruno, his ball security. People can say what they want, but honestly, I heard rumors that it could be that, what's his name, that Saudi Arabian team, Al Nassr, sniffing around Bruno. I'm like, 90 to 100 million. And here we go. You know what I mean? Give me that and let's go. Let's go and do it.
Yeah, we heard Al Nassr are interested in signing Bruno Fernandes this summer, and the Saudi club wants to bring in a creative midfielder, and that's what they're aiming for. Rob Dawson told this today on ESPN. So it could be a possibility, but I don't think Bruno will step down and play in Saudi yet. I think he still has ambitions for himself. And I can't see him go to Saudi, to be honest. I think if he goes anywhere, it will be to a Champions League contender club.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't won anything.
Goal Getter says 100%. Big up Goal Getter says Delaney needs to start with either Højbjerg or Neugaard in midfield. Yeah.
Yeah, Neugaard. Yeah, the Brighton.
Brighton guy.
Is it Brighton?
Sorry, the Brentford.
Brentford, yeah.
Brentford player, yeah. Big up Rashid says, Nurin, now Eriksen's 33 in the summer, get rid. Yeah, I would like to think, yeah, but I'm just devastated that we've never really seen him play as the number 10. You know what I mean, in the Prem.
It's the same with Juan Mata. Yeah. Juan Mata was a brilliant player, never utilized him in the number 10, always on the wing, wasted.
Yeah, 100%, Ben. 100% driving Bruno to the airport, 100%. I remember I was in the stadium, Macedonia, 1-1 Denmark, Peter Schmeichel and the Laudrup brothers. Wow. For me, they're some of the best Scandinavian players ever. Jarvis, the question to ask is, do the Swedish get behind Denmark? Or is it still rivalry within Scandinavia? Or do they get behind
No, Norwegian stands behind Denmark. We are always been following Denmark. You got to remember the Norwegian history when it comes to big tournaments, Euros and the World Cup. We never used to qualify. Our first time we qualified was in 1994 in the US Cup. So Denmark was our team in the 80s, especially with Mikael Laudrup, Preben Elkjær, and all of these great Danish players. So for us, we have always had a good relationship with Denmark, and but it's not the same with Sweden. That's always been like the enemy, the guy we want to beat. But Denmark we are okay.
Yeah. Now, what about Sweden? Do the Swedish public get behind Denmark as well?
I don't think so, to be honest. No,
they have a bit more
of a rivalry. Yeah, more of a rivalry. Yeah.
That's fascinating. See, people, where you getting this type of inside knowledge, Scandinavian knowledge about what's going on out there in that part of the world. Big up to drivers, always bringing the insights. Let's just go through the bit of it. So the match stats: England have never won their opening 2 matches in a Euro Championship tournament. The Three Lions only had 12 touches in Serbia box last Sunday. Their lowest total of touches in the opposition box in the European Championship game since 2012. Only Alf Ramsey, 67%. 8 out of 12 has better win rate among England managers in major tournaments than Gareth Southgate, 60, 12 out of 20. England have kept a clean sheet in each of their past 5 group stage matches in the Euros, the longest such run in competition history. Denmark have won just one of their past 6 group stage games at the Euros, drawing 1, losing 4, beating Russia 4-1 in Euro 2020 to ensure the qualification to the round of 16. Denmark have completed 583 passes and enjoying 98% passing accuracy in their draw against Slovenia on Sunday. Both record highs for the Danes and Opta since records began in 1980 at the European Championship. So, yeah, people, there we go. So they can keep a flipping football. They can keep a football, man. They can definitely keep a football. So, yeah. But pick up to everybody. Nearly 100 of you here. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Sweden don't like Denmark yet. It's tough.
Yeah. But you got to remember the Danish team. They won the Euros in 1992. I don't know if you guys are aware, but they didn't even qualify for the tournament. At that time, it was Yugoslavia who qualified from Denmark's group, but because of the war in Yugoslavia, Denmark 10 days before the tournament started. The coach needed to call all his players. They were on the beach, a lot of them, and I think Mikael Laudrup actually declined Denmark.
Yeah.
So he didn't even want to play because he already had it.
He was like, "Listen, I'm on a holiday here. I'm here, son. You know what I mean? the nice glass of wine, the beach. I'm chilled. We're not gonna." He said, "What are we gonna do there to get knocked out in the round?" And he must have been beating himself, like literally going crazy when they went through. Then they went through to the round of 16, quarters, semis, and final. He must have been, and he's one of the best. To me, he's the best Scandinavian player I've ever seen.
Didn't he play both for Real Madrid and Barcelona? I believe. Yeah. And he's actually married with a Norwegian girl, a wife, and she's from where I'm from, Tromsø, up in northern Norway, actually. So there's some connections with Mikael Laudrup, and that story when they qualified, they didn't prepare, they hadn't prepared anything 10 days before the tournament. The manager just scraped together a group of players, and they met up and won it all. And Peter Schmeichel won the penalty shootout against Holland in the semifinal. That was a great game.
That was a game. Schmeichel was unbelievable in that game. Unbelievable.
Playing in Denmark for Brøndby at the time. And I think that was the time Man United discovered Peter Schmeichel.
Schmeichel, yeah. The penalty saves, but the saves he made in the game, they were phenomenal saves. Big up, Lilas says. Kieran says, I prefer Denmark because I love Danish bacon. Boxing thinks that England are gonna beat him tomorrow. Ben says here, no way, it won't. I won't like that. I don't know the ins and the outs of it. Yeah, big up to you. So, Jarvis, what do you think the score could be tomorrow?
Well, when it comes to England, Southgate is very defensive, pragmatic manager. I think Denmark will struggle to score goals. I think they will try to dominate the first half at least. Hopefully, England will open up a little bit more and try to attack. So it will be a good game in the second half, but it will be a low-scoring game for me. Maybe 1-0 to England.
Interesting. Yeah, I think it might be a draw. But I don't see many massive goals in this game. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's loads of goals. But I think it's still going to be cautious FC. I think Denmark don't want to get beat. And England, they've got to come out and prove because they're supposed to be tagged as one of the favourites. I'm like, just because you've got the players, don't mean you've got the coach. The coach is sometimes the most important in international football. Yeah. Because the way the plans that he gives, the way he wants to play. So it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
You've seen Nordin with England. On paper, they are much better team than Denmark. But Southgate, he drags them down to a mediocre level. And I will say you have the same with Portugal. Martinez, the coach, he did the same with Belgium when he was there. I don't think he's a good enough coach. So I think the coaches impacts a lot of the strength of the squads, and England suffer under Southgate. It's nowhere near good enough for that team.
Yeah, man, big up Jody Sports. If that's Jody that I'm thinking about, big up, bro. I hope you're well. If that's the same Jody that I'm thinking about. People are saying I see 2-2 draw. I personally think tomorrow. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. Oh. I personally think tomorrow. England have to go play. I think have to play Bellingham as part of a 3. But I think England, same with Denmark, Jarvis, tired towards the second half. And I think it's all about the changes. You got 5 changes. I'll make 2. You know what I mean? I don't want to see Trent there tomorrow. I think we need to play. I'll play the kid from Crystal Palace because he's the most natural getting the ball. Play. What's his name? Walton? Is it Walton?
Yeah, Wharton.
Yeah, Wharton. I'll play Wharton receiving the ball, and I would play.
No Mainu.
No, I think he's better than Mainu in that receiving the ball. I really think that because I believe Mainu's a number 8. Mainu's not a number 6. I think Wharton is still number 6 person they have in the team, who's the most natural number 6. I would play Mainu, Wharton, and Rice. But I wouldn't play. I'll play Bellingham in the number 10, and I won't play Foden tomorrow. I think I'll bring him on, and then I will play Esse, who can rotate. You know what I mean? I won't play Esse or Foden in the same 11. Both of them want to come to the ball. Both of them are not going to go stretch beyond. So I will play Esse out wide, play Saka right, but then make the changes around 55 minutes, 60 minutes. That's what I would do tomorrow, me personally. And then even Harry Kane, everybody can take off the front 5 and bring on new front 5. That's what I would do. But I think it's going to be a low score draw. I do think that's going to be. I doubt it's going to be. I hope it's like 3-4-3 or 5-3 or whatever. But I'm not. Laudrup won 5 La Ligas in a row for La Liga. For Barcelona, fell out with Cruyff and moved to Real Madrid. Then he only won the league. Brilliant player, 2-footed shoot with either foot. Great dribbler, wing. Honestly, honestly, guys, get on YouTube, man. If you don't know who Michael Laudrup is, I mean, Brian Laudrup was good as well, but honestly, for me personally, in my life, the best most talented footballer from Scandinavia was Michael Laudrup. Some of the quickest, silkiest feet, the drop. I mean, Odegaard is the next guy for me. Odegaard is the guy that has got the potential to be in that conversation. But honestly,
but Laudrup was a lot quicker than Odegaard. He had pace. He had pace too. He could dribble.
But he had balance as well. Balance, coordination, the way he used to ride challenges. Honestly, unbelievable. I used to love watching him. And then I got confused one time. I watched his brother, and I was like, he also played on the wing, which was strange, wasn't it? Both of them. We imagine two brothers, both of them wingers. But,
I think he played in the Bundesliga by Leverkusen and by Munich, something like that.
Yeah.
But he was good. He was good, but not the same level as Mikael Laudrup. He was the best.
Yeah, big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. But I think it's going to be low scoring. I think maybe 1-0 to England or 1-1, tomorrow. Or maybe 2-1 England, if that goes to that. Who remembers Jalpa Olsen? Of course I remember Olsen. What a brilliant player. What a brilliant player.
He played for Man United from, 87 to 89 or something? Yeah. He was good.
Yeah.
A little brilliant, small, very short, but he was quick. He could dribble, winger. Fantastic.
Yeah. Big up. Now, Rashid said Nuruddin Laudrup was the world class. 100%. That's why I said it. To me, he's the most best player I've ever seen in Scandinavia. Best Scandinavian player I've ever seen. There might be some that might be in the 80s or 70s.
Zlatan was okay then, but
no, Zlatan was unbelievable. But for me, on the eye, what I like myself, Brian Laudrup was just next level. Like Zlatan was good, like in terms of striker. Haaland is phenomenal in terms of striker. But for me, because like Michael Hutch could play as the number 10 as well. He was that good. He could play as he could play, people up his backside. He could turn, his balance, his coordination, the passing, the skills. Honestly, he was just super all-round gifted footballer. That when you saw him, you're like, wow. You know what I mean? He was actually a really good coach at Swansea. Look at the football he had Swansea playing. Remember when he was managing in the Premier League? I don't know where he's managing now, if he's managing at all. Big up to Steve. Listen, you're part of it, man. You're part of it. You're part of the community. Congratulations to you as well, Steve. Big up to you. Let's get into it, Jarvis. Obviously, it's Manchester United are buying everybody the whole world season, isn't it? Big up, Jody. Did you see Andrew Gula's Instagram celebrating a Madrid shirt for his goal, and the Arsenal 9 Newtons so triggered? Lee, which Lee are you talking about? So did you see Lee made Arthur Gula's Instagram celebrating his Madrid shirt for his goal and the Arsenal 9? Which Lee are you talking about? Yeah, I remember correctly. I don't think Laudrup played against us in the final because of 3-1 rule. But he played. If he played, we would have lost the final in Rotterdam. Yeah, maybe. That's crazy, isn't it? Those times. United, Wanzerski, Tadibo, Keke Homland, Neto, Incesio, Frimboing, Homland. To United, United is better for next season. Yeah, big up to you. That's a lot of players, man. I agree with you, Nuruddin. Make Laudrup something special. Absolute baller, yeah. Oh, Lee Gunner. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, big up Lee Gunner. There's some people like that. Yeah. Yeah, Lee Gunner's. Yeah. Big up Lee Gunner. What a goal by this kid as well yesterday. Arthur Gula. Oh, my God, Jarvis. The technique to whip that ball. Literally, the ball is going.
Yeah, the Turkish guy. Yeah,
but Arthur Gula. The ball is literally gonna hit the post or going outside of the. And the way he whips it, the technique. That's not the first time he scored goals like that. That's his speciality. That's why they call him the Turkish Messi. The ball suit in that you can't give him that room and space because he'll whip it top bins. The technique is unbelievable. The only way I was thinking, it's like Federer's backhand, prime Federer.
Yeah, like a slice.
Tennis, that backhand that would go, woof, when he whips that backhand across. When he lets it rip like that one-handed backhand. That's the type, because he would line it up and it would always drop him. He would never miss. And that's what I think without a Gula. Boom. In the bin. Oh my God, that was my favorite game. But let's talk about it. This is who we're linked with, man. We're linked with everybody and their nan. But let's talk about it, people. So Todibo, apparently we're not signing because Ineos owns both football clubs. Even though I think Ineos own part Manchester United. They don't own all of it. It's part. They own part Man United, 27%. Zerki from Bologna going to AC Milan. Apparently everything agreed, but apparently Manchester United have tried to hijack it. I actually don't agree with that because that tells me that you've not scouted this player and we've not learned from the other football structures. Chelsea do that, Jarvis. They usually hijack deals when they haven't done the work or they've not scouted the player.
Yeah, but you got to remember, Nuruddin, our head chief negotiator, this what's his name again? The Adidas guy. We brought Hargreaves. When he came in, we started doing these deals. We did the same when it comes to Malacia and with Martinez. Martinez was on his way to Arsenal, remember? And we hijacked the deal right away. And the same, I think, Malacia was on his way to Nice at the time, or some club in France. He was announced as a player for that team, and suddenly we hijacked the deal. So I think this is one of Man United's transfer strategies this summer. I think we will go for hijacking deals. And this Xerxes guy, I think we are talking about a buyout clause. And I think it's 32 million buyout clause, but I think the thing is the agent fee, and the agent fee is about 13 million euros if the rumors are true. So he will take a big amount of money for that deal. So who knows if it will happen or not? But I think it's too much paying out an agent 13 million for getting the deal done. What do you think, Nuruddin?
Yeah, but honestly, I want players that Manchester United have scouted, players that Manchester United have said this is the profile of the player. He fits perfectly in the system that we want to play. So that's what I want. I don't want Manchester United hijacking players right, left, and centre towards the end. What other teams have done all the work. I don't want that. But if they have secretly watched him, if they have profiled him, if they have looked at the attributes and how they want to play him, I don't want another flipping Fred. I don't want another Donny van der Beek. I want people that the club have identified. That's what I want to change, Jarvis. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. But when it comes to this Xerxes guy, he looks good. I only seen YouTube compilations and stuff like that.
You can't really tell, Jarvis, unless you watch him in 5 games.
But what I can tell is he scored last season. I think he scored like 15, 16 goals or something, and he scored 12 of them in the first 10 games, and then he scored 5 goals in the rest of the season. So it tells me that he's inconsistent. And do we really need that at the moment? We have to be really careful signing players like that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Big up the great. As the agent said, will charge United at least 13 million, but not AC Milan due to the beef. Wow, crazy. The same agent that used to own Carlos Tevez, which is surreal for me. Nuruddin, Jim the Rat saved the Glazers with these 25 sexuals. We would be a mid-table team for the next 10 to 15 years. Maybe, but I'm telling you, maybe, you know.
Yeah, Ineos have a hell of a job for them, as a minority owner. They can't do anything actually with the depth and big things with the club. They can come in, they can sign a couple of players and set the sporting structure right, but I think we will still struggle with the Glazers. But a mid-table team for 10 years, I don't think so. I think we will be up at least top 6 competing.
%, Jarvis. I agree, but we'll have to see. There are a lot of things to be changed. Yeah, he plays as a number 10, You know what I mean? Number 9, number 10. He's really good, actually. His passing's really good. That's the thing that I think I only watched one game, AC Milan versus Bologna. And he's very strong. He was trying to like hold up the ball, bully it, but I can't really say that I've watched him a lot or I know too much about him. And I refuse to get comps. You can get comp videos and you can look like a world beater. I will never sign a player of international form. You know what I mean? Like too much unless he's simply quality or just of a comps video comes on YouTube.
But his technique, he reminds me a little bit actually of Jack Grealish when it comes to how he handles the ball, and he looks really strong.
He's quite strong.
Yeah, he's quite strong.
6'4", very strong. Yeah, and some people say that he's not an out-and-out striker. He's more of a number 10. Sometimes he plays like that. But yeah, big up the Glazers. Still own United. Jim the Rat facilitator, and 100% Rafi. Tadibo, you heard the news dropping tonight. Jarvis Tadibo, Manchester United won't be able to do that deal. But then somehow City are allowed to sign Savio, which I find that, to me, I don't understand that. But apparently it's because they've loaned Savio from the other team to Girona. And then now they'll be able to buy him, which is really weird. I mean, do Manchester United, can Manchester United claim and Ineos claim they only know part of Manchester United and they're not even a majority shareholders?
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it comes to that Nice and Man United plays in the same tournament, Europa League. I think this is the biggest problem. But obviously now Girona and Manchester City are playing in the Champions League, and as far as we know, they are signing Savio from Girona, but he's on loan from another club to Girona. So,
but who Man City own? City own the other club as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sounds crazy.
So okay, so now we have to Nice have to loan Tadibo to the Swiss team, and then we can buy him.
Yeah, that will be actually a way around. So we should just do it.
That is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So now Tadibo has to be loaned out to the Swiss team, and then we can sign him in January.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? If it's legal, we should do it. We should just try our best to be a good team. And if City do this, why can't we?
Breaking news. Big up Jody says Lazio have submitted 30 million bid for Mason Greenwood. Man UFC went to get about 40 million, so Lazio are likely to outperform. No, we want 40 million plus another 10 million add-ons.
And a sell-on clause.
And a sell-on clause as well.
Yes.
Big sell-on clause. Yeah, Sersky was buying. I remember what happened. He was also on loan at Anderlecht one season. He's nothing special. Yeah, big up to you. IP Leipzig, I see RB Salzburg and IP Leipzig are playing in the Champions League, owned by Red Bull. 100%. But big up. In terms of Braithwaite, how well do you rate Braithwaite, Jarvis? I personally think Manchester United need to walk away. He's not worth even 50. Forget 70 or 80. Get the fuck out of here with that talk. For me, he's performed one season in the Premier League, one fucking season. That doesn't mean that you are. I don't want to make the same mistake we did with Wan-Bissaka and just go and buy this guy. He's still lots to learn. He's still a lot to grow. And England, even though they need the left-sided balance, why did Southgate? And Southgate picks all these players. Why did England refuse him? That's the most interesting. If he's that world, you know what I mean? Maguire's in
Southgate for you. You know, Southgate is not thinking straight. But for me, actually, I rate Braithwaite. I think he looks good. His stats are amazing. Because for me, I think it's more of a balance. If you have a player like Martinez and Braithwaite together, because he's more defensively stable, and we can utilize Martinez more in going forward. So for me, I think he and Martinez can be a really good centre back pairing. But the price 70 million, forget about it. Even 50 million is a little bit too much. Like, let's say if we can get him for 40 million plus like 10 add-ons, yeah, I will be okay with it. But it's not a really good passer going forward, even though his stats from his time at the PSV was good. But we all know that the Eredivisie is another level. It's not the same as the Premier League. So it's a big risk. Are we willing to take it? Apparently, you are not, Nurdin. But for me, yeah, I like him. But the price, no.
How much do you think he's worth? I think at the most 45 million. And that's even too much for me. 45 with a 5 million add-ons.
Yeah, I think that will be sufficient. But the thing is, if Everton don't get to sell any players, they have a deadline. They need to sell players. So we can just sit on the fence, wait, and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big up. Big up, Mick. Man, UFC realistically, I actually think you can sign Tedibo, but only playing him in the Europa League, only domestic. Okay, that's interesting. Gahey, Salamino, 60-65 million, 2 players for the same money that they won Braithwaite. Yeah. Nah, for me, I rate Gahey. I'm actually shocked at Gahey, how quick Gahey is. His recovery pace is fantastic. He's very calm on the ball. He's only maybe 2 years older than Braithwaite, but he's very composed on the ball, very nonsense kind of defender. But I also rate Anderson. You know, is Anderson Danish? Is he Danish?
Yeah. He plays tomorrow.
Yeah.
He plays
Did he
tomorrow.
play on the first game? Did he play the first game?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I don't remember him, but yeah, he's a good player. Fantastic passing. But Gahey's passing is underrated, and his recovery pace is very much underrated as well. Yeah.
Can you go back just two questions so I can answer Rashid? Because when it comes to Brentwaite, his stats are fantastic. Because he wins aerial duels. He's never dribbled. He has most clearances. He's good at tackling. So defensively stable. He's very good, and his balance when he goes against the attacker, his balance is really good. You can see it in his body shape.
How he's a good player.
But he puts his feet not level like this, a little bit too out, bends his knees, and a little bit side on. So he's good at balance, and he never goes down. You know, when he's dribbling, he always composed. He stand up straight and wins the ball. So for me, I think that's a really good attribute, and you seldom see that at centre backs. A lot of them just get on their ass and try to tackle. So more like I would say, it reminds me a little bit of Varane sometimes in the way he just keeps himself on the feet.
Yeah, this is Jim the Ratcliffe saying this. I think this is what he's told the Bloomberg. Big up to Judy Sports. He says, I think we have to do some unpopular things to get those types of issues dealt with. It's like Manchester United. I'm having to do some things which are unpopular. Yeah, meaning moving the fans and try to turn the seats where people have sat there for years, 10, 15 years, turning those seats into hospitality seats. That's bullshit. Try to get real fans out of the stadium for hospitality bullshit, man. I'm not here for that. Yeah, I definitely think that, to me, Braithwaite is a good player. I think he's got a high ceiling. He can develop. But no way am I paying over 50 million for him. No fucking way. With add-ons, 50 million. With add-ons. But Gahey, same thing. I'm not paying 70 million for Gahey either. I'll pay 55 at the least for Gahey. And Gahey can play both. But I also heard that Braithwaite can play both as well. He can play on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. Did you hear that, Jarvis? That Braithwaite can play on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Yeah.
It's more on the left-hand side, actually. But that's good when it comes to Ten Hag, because we know he rates the passing angles going forward.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, responding to Rashid. You know, no offense taken. You know.
Yeah.
If you disagree, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, big up, man. This is a really good question from Wendy. Wendy, big up to our sister all the way in the US. Just how many weeks will players get off after the Euros? Jose once said players need 6 weeks rest between. 100% I agree. I think they might get, depending how if they went to the final, I think they'll get maybe 2 or 3 weeks, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, we have our first game the day after the Euros, the final against Rosenborg in Norway, friendly with
first
Scandinavia.
preseason, yeah, first preseason game, yeah.
But I think we will at least give them a couple of weeks, 2 weeks.
Is that the 15th of June? Is that the 15th of July? 15th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the 15th of July, so it's going to be very interesting.
But are you as Thor? I think it begins. I think we're traveling there. Let me just check. The first game is Liverpool, and that's no, it's a lot of. When is it? Where's the tour dates? 20th something. 27th of July against Arsenal. And then we have Real Betis in the 31st of July and Liverpool at 3rd of August. But they need to join the US tour. I think you need to join preseason, even if you've been in the Euros. If Ten Hag will have a chance to implement tactics and styles, they have to train. And we don't have much time because we have the Charity Shield against Manchester City.
Yeah. Let's just go through the fixtures. Let's talk about the fixtures a little bit. Let me just present this, Jarvis, and you can talk a little bit about it. Yep. And then we'll go. Can you see it, guys? Can you see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. So we play, obviously, we kick off with Fulham at home, Brighton away. We always get Brighton early on in the season. The past 2-3 seasons, I think, Brighton. You know what I mean? Look, 3 years in a row, we've played Brighton either the first match or the second or the third. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Really weird. So Fulham at home, Brighton away, Liverpool. That's the first time we've got Liverpool in a long time. Usually Liverpool we get in March. Yeah. You know what I mean? In March days. But yeah. But Liverpool,
I don't like it playing Liverpool that early because we know after the US tour we always look knackered.
Yeah. So we got, and then Southampton away, it's not an easy game. Crystal Palace, definitely not an easy game. And then Spurs at home, that's not going to be easy. Then in October, we go Villa, Brentford, West Ham. November, Chelsea, Leicester, Ipswich, Everton. That actually, November's not too bad, you would like to think. No. But December is a hell of a crazy. So Arsenal away, Forest at home, City away, Bournemouth at home, Wolves away, Newcastle at home. We play Newcastle, Man City, and Arsenal in December. That's a tough fixture. And Bournemouth.
Can you see Ten Hag being sacked in December?
Yeah. I can. I really can. January, Liverpool, and then Southampton, Brighton, Fulham, Crystal Palace. March, we've only got 2 games. That's a bit surreal. And then April, Nottingham Forest. But we end with Aston Villa at home, Chelsea away, West Ham at home, Brentford away. Brentford, we tend to struggle there. West Ham, game Chelsea, Villa. So, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting season. But, yeah, Jarvis, what do you think about Do you think why did you ask that question? Do you also feel the same?
Yeah, but it could happen. I think it's on a very, very short line string at the moment. And if we start losing, let's say we have a bad start of the season, we are knackered after the US tour, we come in, maybe we take 1 point in the first 3, then we have the international break, the pressure will be on. Maybe we will lose against City in the Charity Shield. And he will get his chance until Christmas. And if he then lose against Arsenal, Manchester City, then we have Liverpool 1st of January. I think it's checkmate.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I agree with you. I think from the talk that we've heard from him, he looks like he's not happy. the deal, the new contracts not being signed, and I think it's going to be very much a struggle. 100%.
But I have a question when it comes to this contract, because he haven't signed a new contract, and we all know that Ten Hag has a clause in his contract about signings.
Yeah.
Do they still apply for this summer window if you haven't signed a new contract?
By law, they could apply, but because the people who he signed that contract to are no longer there, I think they might have to come to an understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
But on paper, maybe.
On paper, yeah. That contract is still valid.
Signing this summer.
Yeah, that contract is still valid. Yeah.
So he still has a veto, say.
Well, yeah, but it's about the conversations, isn't it? You know, because that athletic report that came out, Manchester United, everything was looking great. They were working together. They had an understanding, and then the Villa 4-0 came, and then they started ignoring him. They made a decision about Varane without consulting him. So he went downhill from there, and they were going to sack him, but they bottled it.
Yeah.
They bottled it because I personally believe aspect of the fan base, and the other thing with it was paying him out 10 million.
Yeah, but basically, when it comes to working relationship, if they breach his contract, he can sue them.
I would love that, Lilas. That would be incredible. So that again, Java. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
If they break that, if they break the contract, then that you can sue them. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And that's why he was kind of angling. If you saw that TV interview, he was saying that the contract's not close. But I do think that it needs to be sorted out before the season starts.
Yeah, definitely. But what I read, they were like 90% agreeing on everything. So there's just like small details. But the devil's is in the detail. We all know. So it could end and the contract negotiations.
Yeah, hold tight, Danny. Devil's in the detail. Hey, congratulations to you, Stephanie Griffiths, because you're part of this as much as anybody. You're all part of this, people. We've got nearly 120 people watching. We've only got 62 likes, people. Come on, let's get the likes up. And those of you who are watching this later, let me know. Can England beat Denmark? Does Gareth Southgate make the right changes? What do you think about Sersky? Do you think Manchester United should hijack that deal? What do you think about Taribo? Why is there one rule for City and another rule for us? What do you think about Braithwaite? Am I wrong? Is Jarvis right? How much is he worth? I want to know in the comments, people. I really want you to get in the comments, and I'm happy to interact with you on there. Yeah, man. Big Jarvis is the legend. Yeah. The contract is about removing his veto. Certain clause will be added, and he has to pay him off much cheaper. I can tell this with the contract law.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Yeah, Judge Sports always knows his stuff. He's reliable. So this is actually, always coming in with great comments. Judge Sports, big up.
Wow. FH did it. Wow. Nuruddin, I'm gonna name my son after you, inshallah. Wow. Woo! That's a lot of heaviness. Yeah. Bless you. Bless you and your son. Is he alive already, or is he still in your ball sack? Where is he? Where is he? You know what I mean? Is he in the oven? Is he already, growing inside your partner's stomach, or is he still in your sack? That's the question. But big up to all of you. Listen, I'm sorry I'm not feeling great. Big up to you. Love and light. And we're always with you, people, man. But yeah, congratulations to all the therapy army, Mumbai. Congratulations to Eski, Sean, Mundo, all the other people, MK19, everybody who's been coming up throughout the years, man. We all deserve this. And big up to everybody.
Before we wrap up, Nordin, I just want to add one more thing, because Mick today made me aware of one thing. Our new sponsorship deal is getting it's getting into effect now. So we will have 60 million extra on the books. And as it looks now, we are getting Greenwood sold. And another thing that happened today was the Madsen deal with Chelsea and Borussia Dortmund fell through, and Aston Villa came in and hijacked the deal. So so the fullback of Borussia Dortmund, Madsen, he's not playing for Borussia next season. So now they have money because Aston Villa signed him.
Wow.
Yes, they came in and hijacked the deal. So now suddenly Borussia Dortmund have the money to pay up for Sancho. So if you're lucky, we have 60 extra million, 30, 35, 40 for Greenwood and Sancho, maybe 30, 40 millions. Maybe we will have some money this season.
Well, we'll see. I still think we need to sell more. We need to get rid of a lot of players. I do think that. I do believe that. I think we could do a lot of sales and get about 200 million and buy 5 players. I do think that can be done. But big up, Lilas, free Palestine, free Congo, free Sudan, free the Tigray region, and free the Ogaden region, all of it in East Africa. But yeah, free Palestine, stop the genocide, end apartheid, decolonize people. That's what we want. We always stand with the people who are oppressed and stand against the oppressor, whether it's in this country, whether it's Europe, whether it's in the US or Latin America or Africa or Southeast Asia or Asia, anywhere, all 4 corners of this world, anybody who's oppressed domestically and anybody who's oppressed in terms of war, we will always stand with the oppressed. So free fucking Palestine and stop the genocide. Fuck you if you're a Zionist too. And if you're a warmonger, if you own or have shares in weapon manufacturing, fuck the industrial military complex. Fuck the banking fucking system who are thieving off and a tax haven people like Jim the Rat Radcliffe. Fuck them. And fuck the neo-fascists try to divide people rather than unite people, whether in the UK or throughout Europe. Fuck fascism. That's what we leave you with tonight, people. Win, lose or draw, Glazers out, Bankers out, Southgate out for England and for Manchester United. Big up to all of you. It's Brandon Williams and Donny van der Leek. No, I think, Brandon Williams might be leaving on a free. I think Donny's contract ran out. I think Donny's contract's run out as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think he signed a 3-year contract. Yeah, I think Donny van der Beek. Like Jarvis check, big up Windy. Always coming up with a bad concussion. I think he signed a 3-year contract, if I'm not mistaken. I know that Brandon Williams is definitely going on. I think his contract...
No, 2025. Signed a 5-year deal.
Wow.
So still 1 season left on Donny.
Wow. I really want him to play in Spain. I think he will suit Spain. Or somewhere like Inter Milan. I really think he would play really good Inter Milan.
I think his career is dead. He needs to go back to the Eredivisie. Revitalize his career. Yeah, for me, he couldn't even play in the Bundesliga. That's too high of a level.
You mean 2 steps back to take 3 forward? Yeah, fair. To be fair, he's still young enough. He's still only mid-20s, or near mid-20s. Yeah, he's still young enough. Yeah, man. Big up, people. Please, let's get to 100 likes. Big up the legends, man. Big up to you, Lilas. The club's already confirmed that the departure. Yeah, Williams, Jarvis, Lindelof, Maguire contracts are up. I think so. I think Lindelof's might be up. Yeah.
No. Lindelof.
Maguire's got 1 more. Yeah.
Yeah, Maguire, but Lindelof actually, I think it was Laurie Whitwell today who reposted the tweet from a couple of days ago with this interest to going to Turkey. Fenerbahce,
Jose Mourinho,
that's still on. I think that's still on.
Jose Mourinho, Yeah, but anyway, we'll be back tomorrow night for the match reaction with England. Love and light, people. Look after yourselves and enjoy the rest of the Euros games tomorrow. Big tasty game tomorrow, Spain versus Italy. I'm looking forward to that. Can the Spanish get a revenge for that one?
Forza Azzurri.
Yes, there we go. Let's go. Come on, Spain. Love and light, people. Please make sure you check out Jarvis Coccaboli 77. Check out Man UFC Realist TV and make sure you check out Jarvis's show on Mondays. And it's called Jarvis Corner. Big up.
Yes.
Love and light, Jarvis. Appreciate you always.
Thanks.
Yeah. Take care, people. Peace, love and light. Bowley77. Catch me, that guy, Red Devil. Good night, people. Fuck the fucking Zionists. Fuck the industrial military complex. Fuck warmongering bastards and the neo-fascist. Stay on the right side of history, people. Love is the fucking answer. Love is always and the only answer. Peace.
Peace.
Love with liberation. Take care, people. Good night.